Hi, Farrow and Ball. We're the Brownstone Boys.
I'm Jordan Slocum.
And I'm Barry Bordelon.
Come inside our Brooklyn home.
We are interior designers and renovation and restoration project managers. We're otherwise known as the Brownstone Boys.
And we live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We both grew up outside New York, and we always watched Sesame Street as a young kid and dreamed of living on a brownstone street. So Barry and I would spend countless nights walking down brownstone streets in New York and always fantasize about living in one.
We decided to redecorate because we renovated our house about 7 years ago. So it was right after we bought the house. We went through a pretty major renovation. By now, we're ready to refresh some spaces, we're ready to change things up, and we really wanted the space to reflect who we are today. Our house was built in 1890, so it's about 130 years old. One of the things that we were super passionate about is restoring it as much as we could back to its original beauty. So we had 3 spaces that we decided to redecorate. So here we are in our entryway. We chose Farrow & Ball's dead flat for the space. The color is light blue.
It has subtle hints of green. It has undertones of blue. And I just thought it would complement the original woodwork. And I think the two of those combined together just really complement and now accentuate some of the original details in the home.
We really wanted to make sure that this is not only a beautiful area, but also a really durable space.
It's not only where we come and go, but we have deliveries come in throughout the day.
We also store our bikes here a lot in the summertime. The dead flat paint really gives us that durability. We can wipe it clean, and most of the time you can't do that with a flat paint. So as we come up the stairs, we also have the light blue all over this hallway. So on the ceiling, the skylight, and even in this little nook that we added here.
And this is our brand new office. It was important for us to have a space where we can relax, but also be very productive. And we wanted the tones of this room to inspire us. And this brinjal dead flat from Farrow & Ball is absolutely stunning. And it is by far my favorite thing in our house now. There's a rich tone here, and I think it's mostly in part for the dead flat paint. And it really brings out the richness of the color. So you're getting different tones throughout the day.
Before we discovered dead flat paint from Farrow & Ball, we used to have to spec different sheens, different types of paint for different materials. And so it's so nice to actually be able to paint it on multiple types of surfaces. And it also gives us a very consistent look, which is what we're going for when we color drench a room.
So welcome to the last space we wanted to show you, and that is our basement speakeasy. Most people, when they think of New York City basements, they're just scared because they're terrified. And that's how our space was.
It was a little scary.
But Barry and I DIY'd that basement 2 years ago.
So we have green smoke dead flat on these wood cabinets. And then the next thing that we put it on is the walls.
After that is when we decided we love the color so much, then we did the tin ceiling with the metal pipe as well.
Yeah, and it's just crazy that we were able to use the same paint on every surface in this space, and it looks beautiful in every location. I feel like before we knew about dead flat, that was a big no-no. Like, we would be very careful about not using the same sheen. You didn't want to go too high of a sheen on the wall, didn't want to go too matte on woodwork, but it's just the perfect balance, and it works on everything, and you have the ability to clean it as well.
The colors drastically changed our space, which I think was our beginning goal in the project. We did work with a color consultant at Farrow & Ball, which was an incredible experience and just a vast wealth of knowledge that was really beneficial for us. Even as interior designers, we learned so much. And that's just the power of paint and choosing smartly. And I really think the dead flat is a timeless finish that will definitely help us get through the next 7 years in our home. If I were to describe dead flat in 2 words, I would say rich and I would say bold.
All 3 spaces look amazing, and they are what we wanted them to be and what we need them to be. So each of them are very different. So we're really happy with the way they look, and we're really happy with what we're getting out of those spaces.
Beyond happy with the outcome of all 3 projects.